So as a man, there's this perception that we can't admit when we're wrong, or that we failed, or that we need help. And I don't necessarily subscribe to that mentality. You know, I believe that it's okay to admit that you need help, or say you're not good at something. And so with all that being said, I am garbage when it comes to gardening. A lot of you are saying, well, Chuck, last year your garden was looking pretty good. I even had comments about it on some of the videos at how good it had turned out and it was looking. But, you know, we are our own worst critic. And so I looked at it, and especially when the perennials, you know, sort of came out of season and I didn't keep up with annuals to keep color going, or a new set of perennials to go through the next period of the year, it lost its luster and didn't look as good. And you know, I go to my brother-in-law's house, not from the project brother-in-law, but my other brother-in-law, and he's always had really nice gardens, you know, well organized. And it seemed like no matter how hard or how many garden answer videos I watched or Google searches I did, I could never seem to get what I wanted. So I asked my brother-in-law for help. And so with his help, we've come up with a new plan for my flower bed at the new house. As you can see, it's kind of hard corners, and I want that to be a little bit easier to mow. You know, a lot of people are like, oh, don't lose the mowing. You know, it's like I like mowing, but I don't want to have a hard time mowing. And when you get hard corners, it makes it a little bit more difficult to maintain. If you're doing stripes, it makes it a little bit harder to do the stripes. So I want to make it nice and flow a little bit more. So I'm going to do a top-down view, and you're going to see that I want to butt out one end of it, and I'm going to swoop around here and come around to the side of the house where I'm going to put a rose bush, because that gets the most sun. Speaking of sun, hey bud, I love you. So I'm just going to come around, I'm going to put a rose bush at the end there, and then by the mailbox on the other side of the driveway, I'm going to dig some of that out and put some black mulch and plant a few things there. So, you know, some robust perennials, because those areas are gonna get a lot of heat from the sidewalk and the street in the summer. So I need something that's gonna be a little bit hardier, that's gonna last, not so delicate. But the reason why I am doing my flower bed and stuff first instead of my lawn stuff is because I have a very special wait a minute, what is that doing there? Hold on. Hey, you get back in that. What are you doing out here? It's not your turn. You're coming later. I'm so sorry about that interruption. It's not time for that yet. I need to get the flower bed done first, because with the new design of it, it's going to affect my next project, which is coming up here really, really quickly. So enough blabbering. I need to go ahead and start digging out the flower bed. Now, I'm not going to probably get the flower bed dug out just yet, because that's going to take a little bit more work to get all that grass out. But definitely around the tree and around the mailbox, I can go ahead and dig that out. And then some of the sod I'm using, because this is still some of it's really good sod, I'm going to be putting on the parkway where I'm not digging it out, because those areas need a lot of work. I'm putting some good grass there, because that's all seed, that's not sod. That may help that look a little bit better. Oh! No!
It's not
supposed to be here yet. It's not your turn. You're later.
It brings back the feeling that I can reach the dark now, even if I don't know how. It brings back the feeling that even if it all goes down, in the end I'll be alright. It brings back the feeling, yeah. It brings back the this violet sky, I've seen it before. It turns truth into lies. Oh, but I won't back down. I must stay on this road. I gotta know what I'm about. It goes up and turns back down. We're all looking for the moment when we're getting used to not knowing when all the pieces fall in line.
I keep getting sidetracked because the mailbox is like the thing I have to do, because I have some daffodils and a couple other things in the backyard, still in the pots. They've been there for about a week now. I've been watering them and whatnot, but they need to go in the ground. They're going to go in the ground near the mailbox. But I started continuing to dig out the flower bed down there. So that is essentially sod. So what I'm doing is I'm taking the good pieces that I cut out and I'm transplanting them on the parkway, which you saw. So I'm getting rid of all the junk stuff there, because when they did the parkway, it was just seed. And then, the parkway is always a tough spot to grow grass. You don't ever water it or whatever. It gets really hot, so it just sort of dries out and weeds take over. So I'm digging out all the garbage, putting in the good sod from the flower bed as much as I can. But that sidetracked me from focusing on the mailbox. Gotta get the mailbox done today, get the daffodils in the ground. They've already started growing and blooming. So I didn't get them in the ground so they do what they need to do for the mailbox. And on that parkway strip over there, I have a really special project I'm gonna do over there, but I'm not gonna tell you what that is yet. But I do have the entire flower bed, not dug out, but I have the line. So technically speaking, if it wasn't gonna rain today, which is actually helping me dig out the sod, because on day one, which was a couple days ago, it hadn't rained for like a week, and so it was really dry, so it made things really difficult. But with the rain, it's helped everything to sort of give. So that's been helpful, but I do have it dug out to where I could do the project at any point over there, but I need to get the mailbox done. Wrapping up for the day. It's just time to be done. I did a lot of projects that weren't lawn and garden related, before about 1 o'clock this afternoon. So I've been out here for a few hours now, and it's just time it's Saturday, spend time with the family and cook dinner and all that kind of good stuff, and watch cartoons or whatever the kids want to do and just spend some family time together. But yeah, I'm happy with how the area around the tree looks. I'm curious how that crepe myrtle is going to do. I don't have very much experience with crepe myrtles. I know I'm supposed to trim it back in the spring, which I did. Maybe not as much as you're supposed to, but like I said, I'm not familiar with them. I wasn't positive if they was alive anyway. So if it doesn't come back this year, I know exactly what I want to put in that spot. But if it does come back, keep the crepe myrtle and let it go. Definitely going to be doing some fertilization on it, and not right now, but in a little while, and that will hopefully help it do its thing. I wish I would have gotten further along in the flower bed and get all that grass taken out for my next project, which, I'm pretty sure you've all figured it out already. Because if I don't get dug out, it's just gotta sit there for like another 21 days, and I know that'll make the HOA unhappy. So I really gotta get that grass torn out before I start my next project. But I have to sort of leave it where it is. Maybe tomorrow one day in the beginning of the week, get the rest of that grass torn up, and then do my project here on the main lawn and the side yard over there. I am really pleased with how the area around the mailbox looked. This is exactly how I wanted it to turn out. Right here at the end, I'm going to put a double plate doozy. It's a bush, really beautiful, really pretty. I really like it. It's about 5 feet from here to the end of the driveway. It's about 5 feet. I'm going to do the same thing on that end over there, 5 feet. Put some flowers and stuff. Cap that off at the end with another double plate doozy, so it's sort of this symmetrical thing. That's what I like to do. And then also have another project I'm going to be doing on that parkway over there with a product that is being sent to me. Not ready to reveal what that is yet, but it is going to be used over there on that parkway. And so I'm excited to see how that turns out, and hopefully make my parkway look really, really nice. But anyway, that is it. What? Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. You are not supposed to be out here yet. What are you doing? I am so sorry about that. I think that's my mother-in-law over there. But anyway, so that is it for this video. I hope you all liked it. Please like, subscribe, comment below. What's going on in your yard? Have you doing any garden projects, anything like that? Let me know. But anyway, I'll see you in the next video. Have a fantastic rest of your day, and God bless.